Welcome to On The Bench LFC. In today's video we are going to be talking about Virgil van Dijk and him being dropped from their next match by his manager. Also there's updates on Jurgen Klopp talking about Naby Keita towards the end of the video. And quickly I just want to say as well, if you are a Liverpool supporter like myself and you enjoy watching daily Liverpool videos, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tick the little bell notification next to it in order to not miss out on my future videos. So, Virgil van Dijk, obviously the main topic for this video, guys. His manager has come out and spoke about dropping players from their team in the next match, and one of those players is definitely Virgil van Dijk. In a statement he released, he basically said that he only wants players that are 100% committed to the team, and certain players' attitudes aren't 100% committed. So, you know, we're all aware by now that Virgil, he's looking for a move away from Southampton. A lot of people have been saying, oh yeah, he's not worth 70 million or whatever. If Liverpool are going to go in for him, then I don't think we should pay that. I mean, look at this year. His form hasn't been great or anything like that. But on a serious note, guys, right? Virgil's form has not been fantastic this year due to the fact that he doesn't want to play for Southampton. In my honest opinion, it's just my opinion, but I really do think that as soon as he gets a move away from there, you will see the best of the Virgil again. So I'm not bothered about how he's playing this year. We knew in the last window that we obviously wanted to sign him. He wanted out. It never happened, never materialised. And then for anyone that hasn't followed me on this channel before, I did state that there was a meeting that Virgil called in which he spoke to Southampton, and then that was when he started playing for their first team again. No one knows the full details around that meeting, but what I do think, I believe from all the reports that was coming out, was basically that Virgil said, look, I'll come, I'll play for your first team, I'll be committed up until January, but then once January comes, I want my move away because I'm not happy, I'm willing to commit until then, and then that's it. Which obviously Southampton agreed to. He got put back into the first team, but now the key thing to point out is that he is being dropped because of his attitude. Obviously we're very, very close to January transfer window now, and it's going to be unsettling the player. We knew from when Liverpool were linked with him in the last transfer window, obviously it was embarrassing for us. FSG released a statement saying that we pulled out of negotiations with Southampton about it. Wasn't going to go back in for him due to the fact that Southampton complained because the rumours were that Liverpool were sending our tactics to Virgil throughout the year and saying this is what we want from you when you come to us. This is how we play. This is how we're going to want you to play. This is how you're going to fit in. Which, if that is true, I said back around that time, I said on my channel, I'd be annoyed as well. A lot of people kind of laughed at my way of saying it, but to me, it's like, you imagine you as a fella, you know, and you got your missus, and some other fella is sending her pictures of himself saying, this is what you're going to have next year. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be happy, so I understood why they obviously was annoyed. And you look at the Coutinho situation with Barcelona, we're not very happy about that. So I get all that. But obviously, coming up to January now, if it is true that he will be coming to Liverpool, or now we know, don't we, that Man City are in for him as well, then, you know, it's going to be playing on his mind. So his performances is going to show that. His team and his manager obviously know that now and can see that clearly, that, you know, maybe it's not the best to play him because within a month, 2 months time, you know, he's probably not going to be playing for them anyway. So let me know in the comment section down below what you make of all this. Obviously, like I say, it doesn't necessarily mean 100% that he's coming to Liverpool because we still don't know that for a fact yet. We go off facts more than anything on this channel, but I have to give you my updates on what I'm reading and what I do believe. And obviously, coming from the manager's mouth, he's definitely been dropped because of a commitment issue, which does show to me that it is more than likely that he is leaving in January. But obviously with the Man City factor now coming in, I am a little bit sweating about that one, I'm not going to lie, because Man City could say to him, look, we're probably going to win the Premier League this year, which is obviously going that way. So, you know, come sign for us, get yourself a Premier League medal towards the end of the season, blah, 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 X amount on the table. But I don't know whether we should be sweated that much because Man City, Chelsea, that was in for him in the last transfer window, and he chose Liverpool. Chose Jurgen. Everything looked good. So hopefully we've got a player there that really wants to come and play for Liverpool instead of going to a team that just wants to pay to win trophies and titles and that. So yeah, I will keep you updated. The more I know about it, the more I find out, I'll definitely keep you updated. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Like I say, subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss out on the updates for that, especially with January coming up. It's going to be a lot of videos coming out from this channel, updating you around the transfer window, of course, like we did in the last one. I'll speak about Naby keita in a minute. I did say we got an update there of what Jurgen Klopp said about that situation. But also, I want to quickly touch on the Kovacic situation. Obviously, there's a lot of reports saying that basically there's a verbal agreement there. Now, before everyone starts jumping on this and going, oh my God, Kovacic, verbal agreement, blah, blah, blah. I've already had messages from some of you lads saying, what do you think on it, Daz? You know, like, apparently there's a verbal agreement. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, this was the same sort of stories that was coming out in the last transfer window, that there was a verbal agreement put in place between the two clubs. We've been linked with Kovacic for a long time now, and it's never materialised. So I'm not getting my hopes up, and I don't know whether that I would get my hopes up even if it looks like he is coming in, because for me personally, I feel that Kovacic is not a player that Liverpool need to sign at the moment. You know, yes, he's a good player. I think that he would add to the squad, but you've got to look at, we got Ox in the last transfer window, which can play similar roles to what Kovacic does. We still got Philippe Coutinho at the moment. You know, Keita's coming in the summer. And really, ideally, we need to sort out the defensive side of our game more than anything. I know Kovacic can play a holding midfield role, which I've said that we need a specialist there, but I don't look at Kovacic as a specialist holding midfielder. He's more like a box-to-box midfielder for me as well. So, yeah, personally, I don't think we need him. And also, I'm not believing that there's a verbal agreement, because, let's face it, there could be a verbal agreement between 100 players and Liverpool for the next transfer window, but it doesn't mean that it will happen, guys. So that's what I think on Kovacic and the rumours surrounding him. So again, let me know in the comment section down below whether you believe these rumours, whether you think that we need him, or whether you agree with me that really we need to get the centre-backs, goalkeeper, whatever you believe, put it in the comment section down below, sort it out before we sign players like Kovacic. Right, Naby keita. Obviously, these stories keep coming out. I did do a video on it where a lot of you guys, or a couple of people at least, come on and went, it's not an update. Redmen TV said about the fees and stuff. Look, quickly before I give you the update on what Klopp said about him, one, that video was an update because there was nothing that was, it was all media speculation surrounding the fees that were paid. They said they reckon it would be around this mark. So that was an update. And also I was updating my subscribers on the fact that I believe from the statement that was released that if I was picking it, there was nothing put in place that we could sign him in January. They spoke about, obviously, a sell-on fee that they will get if we sell him on in the future. Obviously, that's good business for them. Also about money in the sense of if they was to get Champions League football again this year, if they dropped out, which they have now dropped out of Champions League, there's also a fee that would go up if they secure Champions League again next year. So for me, that was the update, saying, you know, that tells me that they are going to keep him up until next summer. That was the update, guys. But Jurgen Klopp has come out and he was asked about Naby keita and whether Liverpool could sign him earlier in obviously the January window, and Jurgen Klopp said it's not something that they think about because of things that Leipzig have said when they was obviously in discussions and talks. It's like they're not going to let him go anytime soon. They don't need the money or whatever. So Jurgen Klopp's basically now just 100% has told everyone it's not going to happen, guys. It'll be here in the summer. Klopp said he'll be with us in the summer, and that's it, basically. Also, if you're looking at what he did say about, obviously, Leipzig, with the things that they was talking about around the deal that was being put in place, saying that they're not willing to let him go before that. So, you know, that for me, guys, 100%, Naby keita is not coming in before the summer. So there's your update on that one. And again, let me know what you guys think on all that and what you believe as well in the comment section down below. I will be doing a match prediction and build-up show later tonight, but that will be a live stream. So if you're watching this now, don't forget to tune in later on the channel. Can't commit to a time just yet, but it will be coming, so keep an eye if you are interested in finding out the build-up, and we've got some injury updates and stuff for you guys as well, so that would be worth a watch in my opinion. But as always, guys, leave a thumbs up on the video if you like the updates and you're liking the content. Also subscribe to the channel if you support Liverpool Football Club and you want to keep up to date with everything surrounding them. And I've been on the bench LFC, and guess what, guys, you have all been legends. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you later on the channel. Speak to you soon.